Well, what we write or say in the media is often subjective. My opinions may be brilliant to some, biased to others, but there is nothing subjective about photos. A picture, they say, is worth 1,000 words, and it often tells a story more eloquently than any writer ever could. I decided to find out exactly how photojournalists work and how their work is shaping the political discourse in this country. In a world of constant clutter, a blur of spin, a barrage of talking points, there are still journalists who hit the road each day looking to break through the political stagecraft to capture something special. An image of the president and first lady in a whimsical moment, the leader of the free world chasing an errant cell phone. As the campaign for president winds down, the Newseum in Washington is displaying 70 images that capture the politicians and events that defined this campaign season.
The White House news photographers really are documenting history in the making, and they have to be fast and ready and lucky, and most of these photographs reflect that.
Fast enough to capture the signature image, the handshake, as the president reaches out for the prosthetic hand of a U.S. Army Ranger injured in a firefight in Afghanistan. It's almost as if there's a sacred pact between the photojournalist and their reader, that they will fight through the staging, the orchestration that is so much of these presidential campaigns, to capture something that's real.
That pact, that personal relationship that people bring to a powerful still image is exactly the potency that we're going for here.
First of all, as you look through these, is there a favorite moment or a favorite photo of all of these?
Jeez. You know, I always love the crazy behind the scenes stuff. So this really jumps out at me with Rick Santorum trying to speak over this reporter checking his audio levels.
A whole wall of the exhibit is devoted to the work of Andrew Harnick, who has been on the campaign trail from the start. The Washington Times photographer says the secret to getting a great photograph is no secret at all.
50% of getting a great photo as a photojournalist is luck. And I would say that the other 50% is being able to conceptualize what's going to happen before it happens and be at the right spot if it does happen.
That's how he captured this picture of Ron Paul, an image that won Political Photograph of the Year.
Do you know you've got the moment when you've got the moment, or is it later?
Sometimes you say that was a good one. Other times you know you're going back through and you're like, oh, okay, well that I didn't see that before. When I shot this, I thought that was kind of cool, but I had no idea that it would become the Political Photo of the Year. I mean, no way at all.
Trying to capture something special isn't easy, but he's managed to do it over and over again.
I love this picture because it's a picture within a picture in a sense.
It is, yeah. And what we're looking at here is Santorum just going live on CNN. Basically, I'm sort of behind the camera, and this is the video camera giving its image back, and this is him in the foreground.
I like this picture because his face is interesting, and so is hers. What did you like about this photo?
I loved his face, and I actually loved both of their faces.
Andrew and the other photographers displayed here have captured the grimaces, the smiles, and everything in between. With one image, you can see the awesome responsibility of being President of the United States. You may be one of the most important political figures in the world, but you can also be the loneliest person wrestling with the problems that come with the job. For Andrew, his job is a dream come true, and he prides himself on not being a part of what Americans call the spin cycle in Washington, neither tilting to the left or the right.
You know, one thing that we pride ourselves on at the Washington Times is to unbiasedly visually cover events that we were sent out to.
How important is it that you keep that ideal alive?
I think it's extremely important as a photojournalist. I think that is one thing that I get to be is completely independent of one side or another when I'm out there.